The first buggy in the Horizon family was well known and very popular, but at some point he began to become lonely. Then his loneliness ended when a new buggy arrived, and they began to fall in love. The two buggies were nearly inseparable when they decided to start a family. Then one day, a stork happily delivered a new addition to that family. Well guys, as you can see, we finally have a look at the new collaboration between TLR and Arrma. And all jokes aside, I really do appreciate you joining me for yet another video. And as always, if you do benefit from this, please consider giving me a thumbs up and a subscription. That would really help me out. Now for this video, I would like to start with the bodies. Now I have the bodies from the TLR version as well as the original Arrma version. And looking at these, you can see that these are identical to each other. So Arrma has changed nothing in the body of the Typhon. With the new TLR tuned version on the left-hand side and the original version on the right-hand side, you can see there's not a lot that has changed between these two models. Most notably, you'll see the differences in the shock towers, but also the shock mounting positions. Another thing worth noting is the difference in the tires, so they're definitely giving you more of a clay tire in the TLR tuned version versus a bash tire in the original version. Measuring out the shocks, they are exactly the same length, but there are differences in the mounting positions on those shock towers. The shock tower on the TLR version appears to be taller than the shock tower on the original version. Another change that they have made in the shock tower is for the hinge pin mounts. Included with the TLR version are optional mounts so that you can change the position of that hinge pin. The A-arms, drive shafts, sway bars, diff cups, and all of the front end remains the same. Looking at the rear end of the vehicle, you can see much of the same treatment as the front with the new shock tower with lots more adjustable positions, as well as new arm mounts with included adjustable inserts. The shocks appear to be an 1/8 inch longer in the rear of the new model, and the new wing mount pushes the new wing further up into the air. With the new TLR version on the bottom, you can see that the vehicle is a bit wider in the new version. Not a lot has changed in the center of the chassis, but the wiper arm on the bell crank does feature one more adjustable point for Arrma than the original version does, and there is an aluminum servo mount. Looking at the rear end of the model, you can see the aluminum wing mount washers, the A-arm guards, and the machining in the chassis to reduce weight. Being able to compare all of these buggies side by side, you can definitely see where Losi has influenced Arrma in the making of their newest model. But when comparing it against the original Success Typhon, you can see this buggy is still an Arrma at its core. Now as always, with all of the spec stuff out of the way, let me give you the silent tour. Well guys, if you've enjoyed taking a look at Arrma's newest TLR collaboration, please do consider giving me a thumbs up and a subscription. Also, don't forget to hit that bell. I do mention this in all of my videos. If you're not hitting that bell, you're not getting notified when the new content goes up. So make sure you go back and do that for all of your subscriptions. Well, that'll wrap it up for today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Then one day, a stork happily delivered a new addition to the family. Try again.